Back in Unreal, we now set up the cinematic sequencer. So we go to cinematics, add a level sequence, and name that level sequence test level, which we have opened here, the test level. Open that up. And we have to create two cameras. I would just add them here and also rename them properly so we know later which animation data we have to import to each camera. Let's rename that first. Scene 1 shot 020. And then we can start to import animation data. So you right click on the camera actor and not on the camera component. Camera actor, import, and here we have our camera export, scene 1 shot 20 baked, import, and then just deactivate match by name only and create cameras because we have cameras created already. And I also like to deactivate reduce keys so we ensure that we get exactly what we have exported. And there we have our keyframes. Let's do the same for camera shot 20. Import. And then in the camera cuts, if we switch to the camera cut, we had our camera switch at frame 150 and the end frame was 250. So let's expand that. And at 150, we add our second camera here, which just for consistency reasons, caps lock was on. We have capital letters here. And then we are switching from our shot 10 to shot 20 here. And you'll notice that the aspect ratio is quite different than in Blender. And to fix that, let's go to crop settings and apply the same aspect ratio here. Actually, we could have done that for both cameras. And then the camera animation looks exactly as it did in Blender. Next thing we want to do is to get our skeletal mesh into the scene. Let's just deactivate the camera view for a moment. And important is that our skeletal mesh is reset in location, so it's at the world origin. And draw the skeletal mesh into our sequencer. And there we have our animation track already. So first we have to import our animation. Right click in the content browser, import the current folder. And there we have our scene 1 armature animation. Open. And for animation, we use the animation import pipeline settings. Import. And one thing that I forgot, let's delete that again. Import animation. Go to this animations settings, and here you have to ensure that the skeleton selected here is also the one that you have used for importing the skeletal mesh. So as we have only one skeleton in our project so far, it is selected automatically. Otherwise, ensure that you're importing to the correct skeleton. And then click import. And here we have our animation. So let's save that, go back into our sequencer. For animations, it's important to go to the first frame where the animation starts. And then here in the animation tab, click the plus. And we have a selection of animations for this skeleton. For now, we only have one animation. And as soon as you have several animations here, you see that this scene prefix can come in quite handy. So you know, okay, this is my scene 1. So I want to import the animation for scene 1. And now we have our animation. Let's check out the camera view. And we see we have exactly what we had in Blender in Unreal Engine. Nice. And that is covering the basic export import pipeline from Blender to Unreal Engine for your cinematics.